Cool. Okay, hello everybody. My name is Claudia Torres. I am a fifth year industrial engineering student, and with me I have Jennifer.
Hi, I'm Radical. I'm also a fifth-year industrial engineering student, and Claudia and I are in the same class. All right, so a little bit about what co-op is. Co-op is essentially an inbuilt course in your program that essentially gives you a paid internship. It gives you a way to learn more about not only what you're learning, but it gives you a way to apply it as well in real world circumstances. And it really gives you those people skills. So one reason why consider it, first, you're making money. So if finances are something that's on your mind, it's able to kind of subsidize some of the expenses you have. And in addition to that, the experience is priceless. When employers are trying to hire or when they're looking for a new employee to hire, it's much easier for you to stand out when you have experience as opposed to if you've never done anything at all. And in Dalhousie, the way the co-op program works is you usually do a 4-month term and then you go back to school, then you work for 4 months and then you go back to school. And that's how it works in terms of timing. But it's a really good opportunity to just find a way to learn real world experience and also make money at the same time. And Claudia, did you want to add anything?
Another reason why to consider co-op is because it could allow you to visit and explore new places. You can complete co-op terms in Halifax. World. I have friends that have gotten internships in Europe or even back at home if you're an international student. So it would be a really great opportunity to go somewhere else, work, get paid, and explore a new culture.
Yeah.
So for the co-op requirements, you have to complete an online co-op orientation course, which is for the most part delivered a semester before you start competing for jobs. So that co-op orientation course really teaches you everything you would need to know to be successful in the job hunt. They teach you how to make your resume, how to write cover letters, how to ace an interview, anything you would actually need to know to just be successful. Then you have to obtain the diploma in engineering, which is basically the 2 years of engineering education. And then you have to have a minimum cumulative GPA of 2.3 before entering the program.
All right. So how do you get a job? So at first you have to go to My Careers, which is a website on Dalhousie, and it's going to give you an entire list of all the jobs that are possible to you. And that's one of the cool things about co-op is the idea that when they give you the jobs, they actually match what you're doing in school. So it's easier for you to find the job you want. Then you rank and match. So essentially, imagine you got 3 interviews and the company interviewed 3 people. Each of you is going to rank how you feel about each other. So the company will say, okay, this student is number 1. And if you say, oh, this company is number 1 for me as well, you automatically get the job. You're also able to do an individual job search, which are really, really helpful because it gives you that confidence that you know that you can find the job for yourself. But having that rank and match and that My Career option is so helpful. So some of my co-op experiences. So I've had a few co-ops, but I've worked at 2 companies essentially in my industrial engineering intern experience. So my first one was at General Motors. I was in the central industrial engineering team, and I was one of the only co-ops, one of the only girls. And it was really just a fun experience, especially in terms of working in a place that was so big and having so many people there that I was able to relate to that were engineers as well. That was really awesome. Something that was interesting as girls is that there weren't very many women, but General Motors puts in a lot of effort into actually putting in initiatives so more women join. And then I was a production supervisor at Pepsi. I was also the maintenance and autonomous maintenance, but as production supervisor, I was responsible for running the plant in the afternoons where you're kind of the supervisor on call. So if there's anything calls to make, if there's any decisions that need to be made right away, you're usually the first person to call. So that was really, really cool. So I'll pass it on to Claudia to tell you a bit about her experiences.
Great, thanks, Jen. I also work for Pepsi. I did all my co-op terms with them. Pepsi has both foods and beverages. If you didn't know, Doritos, Lay's, all of that is made by Pepsi. So I started off in Lethbridge, Alberta as a maintenance supervisor. So I actually had to move over there, and I'm an international student. So that was a little bit scary for me at first, but it was honestly like the most amazing experience in my life. I would say until right now, because I was given the challenging task of leading a team of 16 maintenance technicians that were up to 3 times my age and all male. So that was my team, and they told me, yeah, these are um, your guys, your team. You are responsible to motivate them, to get results through them, and just to be their leader. So I learned a lot about equipment, how to prioritize tasks, how to work as a team, and I made really awesome connections with them. As you could see in the picture, like we were always like joking around. So that was a really great experience. And then I went on to the Calgary plant where I worked with Jennifer. And at the time, I was the night shift production supervisor. So as Jen mentioned, I was the first point of contact during nights when everybody was asleep at their houses. I was there with the team and just like helping them troubleshoot any issues, removing barriers, and just encouraging them to keep the line running. And then I went on to Cambridge this past summer, and I was the production supervisor specifically for the packaging department. So it was really great to just learn more about how the product is made and how to help the operators and the rest of the team to just be successful during the shift. But yeah, that's basically all we have. If you have any questions, we're happy to take them now.